Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
I gotta start. Can you all hear me? I hope you can. Oh, wait. Echo? Is this better? As soon as you said echo, I realized that for some reason uh, two, hi echo. Speaking of echoes, are the levels okay? Like, am I loud enough? Oh, we're still doing animals, I guess, if that's okay. I will be over where my camera is in just a second. Loud and clear. Perfect. Okay. Let me get back to where my camera is, and Cami is here. So I'm using her camera as my main camera today, so I don't think we're gonna be able to. Hi, the polished T88. Welcome on in. Hi, Cami. Hi. Can you see? You can see me, and you can hear me, and you can see what's going on back here. Excellent. Excellent. So there's a little bit of distortion. Okay. So I'm using a lav mic, and it's the first time that I'm using a lav mic. When you say distortion, is it like a crackling? Great. Let me put a noise gate up for like, hold on. Noise gate. Noise gate. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah, you can hear me. Is the crackling, if I do it like this, is the crackling gone? Hi, Sin. No crackle. Great. Excellent. Perfect. It must be something at like really, really high decibels because I just turned off high decibel sounds and we're good. Oh, hi, Cami. Here, I'll show you all Cami really quick. You all can see what's going on over here. Everything's wild, so get ready. Autofocus isn't even. For some reason, this camera hasn't wanted to autofocus all day. It's also the camera that I use for work. Oh, there we go. There's autofocus. Oh no, Cami. Hi, baby. She's like, everything is not where it's supposed to be, which is true. She is helping. She's helping so much. Okay, so like a few new things for stream before we get started. So, background will be a little bit different going forward. I just got this new table that's back here. So we can like display some nail polishes and stuff. It'll be really nice. But right now it's covered with everything that we're going to be doing today, including Cami's chair. Can you see Cami's chair? I'm going the wrong way. I didn't think she would get up on this table though. So I guess I can turn Cam on if she's gonna do this. Not full of cami. Yeah. Poor cami chair is covered. Her roundness is mesmerizing. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna zoom in, and we're gonna move up. Oh, and see, then she's gonna do this, and then, but we'll try. We'll try. I want this opposite, like this. We're gonna be working in the corner over there. This is so close up of my face. Okay. Word game, we're playing animals again. So if you were here on Tuesday, we're playing animals again. We're gonna reorganize my shelves, and I'm realizing I need to text my partner. Hey, can you put a cup of water outside the door for wiping off dirty bottles? Okay. I forgot to grab some water. I grabbed water for me. Oh, shoot. Hey, Nathan. Can you also grab the Cammy's gonna knock over the camera. Box cutter. We'll get started soon, friends, I promise. Oops. Okay. He might have put them outside my door. Regardless, we'll get ready. So, welcome everyone to Stream Who's Here. I'm going to be looking down here quite a bit because I have chat on my computer, and I'm going to be looking over and trying to look the polished T88. You can only play the game on Twitch. I don't know why. It's really annoying. So I'm sorry about that. We're going to be starting with this corner, and this corner is my hollow taco on the drawer chest. Okay, perfect. 1 second. Thank you. I'm afraid of like leaping back into frame, but I think that's what I'm gonna do. Hi, Blue Frog. Okay. So apologies, the camera quality is going to be a little bit lower than it normally is because I have to use a webcam to do this. My which is what I normally do on with my face, but at least the overhead is normally better. So apologies for that. Okay. First things first. My hair's gonna also look wild. Claire Bear. Cammie heard nail polish rattling and was like, I'm out. So, okay, so the nail polish wall. For those who don't know, I have a nail polish wall. It is quite long. It runs the entire length of my guest room and it wraps into this corner. Hi, Gio. I have, how many? I counted this yesterday and then that didn't seem right. I have 6 shelves that are 2-tiered. We added this new shelf yesterday. So we have a new shelf, which means we have a lot more space. Goals of tonight are going to be, I want to look at my phone, but I should look at the camera. I'll move my, hi, Shelly. Move my camera closer, or my phone closer to my camera. The goals of today are going to be fix Holo Taco. So I'm out of space capacity for Holo Taco without this new shelf that we just added. My collection box, or not my collection box, the most recent Holo Taco collection just got here today, so we can put that up as well. And so the way that like the wall typically works is, so I started with just like a few shelves. I've added more. I have the capacity to go up to 8, but right now we have 6, and I might only do 7, depending on how we feel in like a year. We typically add 1 full length of shelf per year. It's been a few years, so now we're up to 6. Not all of my nail polishes fit on the wall. We'll see how well that works, or if that's true today. I mean, I think it's going to be true. I can't imagine that it won't be. I have a few Helmers of nail polish, so I don't think it will all fit. Plus, based on what I have just out over here that you can't see, I don't think it's all going to fit. But so 1, we want to fix Holo Taco, which gives us room to grow. When the Holo Taco wall fills up, that's when we add a new shelf. That's like our timer. So I give a little room to grow for Holo Taco. When it runs out, we get the new stuff. Everything else, anything goes. So, like, where can you see? How far can you see? Here? Okay. So this is Lurid. This is Bee's Knees. And then we have Holo Taco. This is, the end of the Lurid is probably a third of the shelf. Mean and Naughty Nail Polish gets hidden away in Helmer jail. It truly does. There's no real rhyme or reason to like what goes up on the shelves or not, I guess is like also a good disclaimer. So like, it tends to be brands that I reach for the most. Is that every Holo Taco ever released? Yes, it is. It's every Holo Taco ever released. So, I am blessed and cursed with the full Holo Taco collection. So I keep up with it. I've been doing it since the beginning. I ordered at the first release. So here we are. I missed a few here and there and had to go back and back add. But so yeah, I have all Holo Taco, and you know, I've really branched out into like a lot of indies, and indies are like truly my love. Also, I love Holo Taco too. I'm not gonna lie. But Holo Taco works for a lot of the basics. I don't really buy crumbs outside of Holo Taco. It keeps me I have a good collection, and I like to use it to, I use it to compare everything else to, because I think it's a good baseline. A lot of people have Holo Taco or know what it looks like. So, Christine laid a curse upon you. Yeah, it's fun. It gives me a good baseline. For other like boutiques, I also have a fair amount of Cirque. I have a fair amount of Mooncat, but I think I'm gonna take those down. I like the way the indies are kind of facing the HT. Yeah. It's funny because like we put it this way so that like when you walk in, because Holo Taco just has the most discernible branding. I think when you talk to the wall, it messes with the microphone. Okay, good to know. When I turn to the wall, I will try not to talk as much. That makes sense. Oh, also, Ruby, am I worried about the sun? So there's only one tiny window in here. It's tiny. It's like 1 foot wide by 3 feet tall. It also isn't direct to the outside. So, it goes to my hallway, and then it would have to get through another. There is another window on the other side, but it's not directly in front of the other side, so barely any light gets in here. So, I haven't had any issues with fading beyond normal fading on the wall, which is really nice. So, yeah, and then I have a few Helmers. But I think we're going to take Cirque down. I guess I want to put goals out. We're fixing Holo Taco. Cammy's secret polish cave. Yeah, this is all hers. It's all for her. And we're fixing it for her tonight. So, 1, fix Holo Taco. 2, probably take brands that I want to get up. She's not supervising, no. I want to get up Jen and Barry's. I want to get up the rest of Lurid. I have a fair amount of it up here, but I want to get the rest of Lurid out. I want to get more Garden Path out, and I want to get more Royla out. That may mean those are the ones that I want to have out. Oh, Alchemy too. If I can fit Alchemy, I want to get Alchemy out. That is probably going to mean that, you can't see them all, but a ton of brands are going to have to come down. It's going to have to be Pinnacle, Ethereal, Polish, Atomic. Oh, I have Arcana too. I want to get Arcana out. Cracked, Mooncat, Cirque. Cracked, Mooncat, Cirque are truly like taking up the most space here. But realistically, like these bottles, these are the biggest bottles in the whole wide world. So I can really only keep one brand of these like massive ass bottles out. And it's going to be Lurid because I have almost a full collection of Lurid. So Cracked will also go into jail. We'll see how it all plays out. We're going to see how it all plays out. I like the big bottles too. They're chunky. I don't know why the Cracked ones are they just slightly bigger? I didn't know. I love them. Like I love the way that they're shaped, and I know that they have like a lot more like nail polish in them and whatnot, but it is really annoying that they just take up so much space. They also take up a ton of space in drawers, but our wall space is a little more precious. Okay, so Holo Taco is mostly all good. My favorite are the 15 milliliter Atomic Arcana shape. Yeah, I agree. Every time I use the HT bottles, I wish all bottles were HT bottles. They're such a good shape. The cracked ones also won't fit in those shelves, which I thought I got out of those shelves jail, but we'll get there. We'll get there. The Holo Taco bottles are just really, really nice. They also look really nice on the shelves. So like I like to have them right here. So like when you come into the door, which is over there, that's the first thing that you see. Not that the other bottles aren't nice, but their bottles just look really, really clean and look really nice on the shelves. So Holo Taco, the first thing that I want to do is put back polishes that I've pulled out that need to go on the shelves. So it's going to take me just a minute because, of course, I organized, but only to a point. Is this where I put all the Holo Taco? Yes, I think so. Oh, there's a ton of it too. They are on, so yeah, are they on shelves by collection? Holo Taco is on shelves by collection. It is the only brand in which that's true. The rest of the nail polishes are all by color. I thought that it was going to be really fun for Lurid to do by like formula, like inside formula. Like flaky reflective glitters and then like shimmer reflective glitters and then just straight shimmers really are like Lurid's three main formulas. But it gets really complicated for me when I can't remember what it looks like and it's just the color. Thank you all for bearing with me while I figure out the lav mic. I literally plugged it in like 15 minutes before this started because up until that point I was moving nail polish. I feel like this isn't all the Holo Taco, but let me just look. I moved Cammie's chair out of the way. Okay, maybe that is it. I want to see those newer HT beach creams compared to the other creams so I know if I need to clown. Yes, so that is a little bit different for Holo Taco. The cremes go in their own section. Cremes, toppers all go in their own section. Everything else is by collection. That also includes like the Crellies that I think are more close to cremes than jellies for Holo Taco, which they only have like 2 or 3 of those. So those are all in. I'm opening my new collection. My box cutter didn't work at all. So cremes all go together, toppers all go together, and then everything else is by collection. Another magnet. Brulee Me Away, that one is new. Maple Sugar Glaze, that one is new. My bed, Cammy's bed, is going to be a nightmare to clean after stream is over, but that's okay. Okay, Sky High was a reward. Sugar Dust Taco is new. I think I only got the one reward. Yeah. Okay, let's put away, I got all those out, and I'll have to put them out like on the bags, but let's put away what I have pulled out. Happily Ever Aqua goes here. And like as we move them around, if any of the bottles look particularly dusty, I'm gonna clean that up. You go down here. The HT jellies haunt my nightmares. I haven't used them. I swatched them and that's it. Spyglass. Sparkling water goes up here. Cowboy Tears. Yeah, you belong here. Okay, where is... Okay. Eight-Bit Blues. I'm missing. This is Frostlight. It goes up here. Eight-Bit Blues. Where are you? I'm pretty sure I put 8-Bit Blues on yesterday, so it shouldn't be that... Oh, I bet it's over here. Okay, 8-Bit Blues. I'm also missing... I'm also missing a topper, but that's okay. It's somewhere. I pulled out all of my toppers the other day, so... I'm also missing... Okay, we're just gonna have to remember that we're missing some. Am I missing anything here, though? In between Mint Money and Cheap Champagne. There's only 5 in the original hollow, in the original Frosted Metals collection, right? Yeah. I think it was just pushed over. Yeah, Ruby, for the blue ones, if you're looking for blue ones in particular, I would recommend LA Colors over the polished T88. You need to reorganize your polish shelves. Do it. Body doubling. Yes, 5. Thank you, Gio. Perfect. I think it was just pushed over. So, I don't like this song. New song. So ideally, like, I don't expand out like this way, but a few things that I know is I'll need to put I'm missing a creme here. Maybe? That's not milky white. Maybe. We'll leave a space. I need to get another creme shelf because we are way past capacity on cremes. And toppers, I think, are also going to need another shelf. So the thing that I'm going to do to start is I'm going to work backwards. I mean, I have crackled Cirque and the EDM blue jellies, so I don't really need more. The last blue for HD was just catching my eye. I think I compared them for Sealy. I think I compared the LA Colors ones, and they were so good. Okay, we're gonna work backwards. So this is how I normally do this, is I get the newest collection first and put it where I want it to end with space left over to add to what I think the amount of space that I think I'll need for about a year of releases. You got the new Morgan Taylor jellies. I keep thinking about buying them, and then I don't. Are they good? So for a year, we're gonna go like January to January, I think. And we count by like how many were in the last year, because they've ramped up. So the first collection from this year would have been Valentine's, yeah, because there's declassified. So, and then the first collection from 2025 would have been was it David's Teal? I think it was David's Teal. That's less than I thought. So that's like, it's like 2 shelves. Okay. David's Teal. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gio, for being my... So that would be 1, 2, 20. So it's gonna be like not quite 2 shelves. Is it wild to just... Okay, so we're gonna have to move out, is what I'm learning right now. We're gonna move out to... We're gonna move 2 polishes over, I think. And we're gonna see where that gets us here at the end. But we'll add what is left over here. So the last release that I have up is the April Fool's collection. So then after April Fool's came this is the top, came Royalty. Oh, and this is 2 Keep It Evergreens. Okay, put the second one over there. I don't know which one I've opened. I think there were only 5 polishes in that collection. And then next would have been the new Hollows. the like air quotes neon hollows that weren't really neon. And typically, like, I put these like in the same order that they like that the promo photos are in, but we're not gonna worry about that right now. Topper. Chandelier is not technically a topper. And then it would have been cremes, right? And cremes don't go over there. The pink is insane. What did everybody get from Bee's Knees? I didn't get. I obviously. What's happening? Stop. You're supposed to play literally this playlist. Okay, let's start here. Okay, so then after, sorry about that. After Seaside Cremes would have been Anniversary. And then those are all toppers, and then it would have been this collection. Easy peasy. I got God's Touch, and I kind of like this new sibling to God's Touch better. It looks like it has a more purple base. But I'm going to be doing this forever, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to order. And I didn't love God's Touch, but it was like going to go out of stock, so I got it. Next will be Sophia 2.0. I am excited about Sophia 2.0. This is a top coat or topper, and then the rest of these go up. And typically I don't put things on the shelves until I have swatched them. But behind at this point that we're just gonna go for it. Okay, so March, April, May, June, July, August. So 6 months is like one of these. Okay, yeah, we're gonna move 2 over. That's gonna happen a few times. And I know I'm ruining my Bee's Knees ordering, but we'll deal with it later. I also don't know if Bee's Knees is standing up. Okay. Ooh, actually, if I move them 3 over, then I can get the full chameleon, or not chameleon coat, but the full original multi-creams collection up at the top. So I might do 3. So I did have grand plans to, I have no idea what the word is. I can't see it. My music app is covering. I had grand plans to take everything off the shelves and start like from the beginning, and then I was like, I can't do that. Oops. We're gonna drop nail polishes. I've never, knock on wood, I've never broken one while doing this. Okay, I can't get one more over. So I do like to stagger them too, like so that they're not just like right in front of each other, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. I mean, I have in the past, so there's no reason why I wouldn't, but yeah, okay, kinda. So like we moved 2 over and we already have like this much extra space. Can you all see it? Yeah, this much extra space. So I think this is gonna help a lot. So it's just a little weird, like in the corner specifically, because to like have the shelves in the bracket, I guess you can see down here, maybe you can see, I don't know if my camera is detailed enough. There's screws sticking up and there's extra screws in the corner. That's also why I can slide them all on the front, because the screws don't come out that far. But in the back, I can't. Oh, another fun fact. And sorry, I'm not like watching chat as much. I have to be looking at the shelves. Another fun fact though. So this Frostlight bottle isn't Frostlight. It is what Frostlight looks like, but this isn't Frostlight. This is, it's actually an empty bottle that I mixed a bunch of polishes in and dried up to make it look like Frostlight. My Frostlight is ugly and lives elsewhere. I do have it though. Oh, darn. I'm gonna have to split up the retro collection. You threw yours away. It looks so bad. Naughty polish goes in the corner, yeah. I mean cold shoulder, yeah. Instead of, what did I say? Frostlight? No, Frostlight's the glitter. Look at how much space we're making. Gio, I couldn't bear to throw mine away, my cold shoulder away, because then I wouldn't have the full collection. But it's in storage. I don't think it's even in with the Helmers. I think it's with like, or I think it might be in a Helmer, but it's not with like other normal polishes. It's with I think it's with like empty bottles. Okay. It's really wild to see how much space just moving over like 2 nail polishes can make on these shelves. I thought about doing them like by rows, but Frostlight is still perfect. We're doing great. We're doing great, Shelly. We're making so much space. I thought about doing them like all the way down, but I like this like library style a little more, I think. This is where we're gonna lose the space because I need to keep more extra bottle space on this side, but that's okay. Also, the next time we do this, library is the way. Yeah, right. A library sliding ladder would be so much fun. I've thought about it. There's no way to put one in here, and can't made it, but it would be fun. The other fun thing is that this will be the last time that I know this is like the first time we're doing this like this, but this will be also the last time that we're doing it with these shelves. So, like a year from now, when we do this again, we're gonna replace the shelves. So they're going to be polished to the ceiling. I guess it could go to the ceiling, but really I like even one more shelf up here, I think is like quite a bit. Like I can barely reach. So we're gonna take these down. We're gonna put up new shelves. There's nothing wrong with these shelves, but like they just don't really need a stepladder. Yeah, a stepladder would work. This one I can't add one more. There's nothing wrong with these shelves, but we learned some things, and we learned that like we need thicker wood, mostly. That's what she said. Man, these are dusty. It's okay though. We're not going to worry too much about the dust at the moment. Okay. trying to think through. Let's keep going. We may need to go one more out. I'll send you the letter that you have on your bookcase. It doesn't slide like a traditional one. You just move it to the position on the bar when you. That's actually really smart. I love that a lot. Yeah, new shelves next year. Where they gotta be thicker wood. They gotta be. I think my partner said he wants to have like a backing to them because this is just like in the wall. But yeah, we might need. We might need to move out even a little bit more over here, but we're gonna stop and we're gonna work on this area first. And I'm wondering, this wall is harder for you all to see, right? What if I move the camera? Okay, that might be a little bit better. For working on this side of the shelf. So essentially what I want to do is I want to move, so Creme started at the top and we worked down, and I hope Cami loves her new shelves. I hope she does too. She was petting, or not petting them, she was rubbing her face up against them this morning, so maybe. What I want to do is I want to move the toppers down because I need less room for more toppers, even though there are 4 to add. Let's go ahead and add those where they go, because these are, so I have novelties here where also like minis are. I think that's technically a flaky. We'll go over there. These are also flakies, which would go, so, okay. What we need to do, how do I want to do this? I want to move my shimmers down because my shimmers are like the polishes that I grab the most. I need to leave a spacer for one. Okay. And then the advent calendars in the back here. And then I want to add hollow. What are you guys? Magnetic? Yeah. Both magnetics. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do hollow. And we're just gonna leave space like 5 nail polishes deep here for Shelly. Thank you for the sub. Thank you for the prime. We're just gonna leave like space for, I think this is gonna be like 5 or 6 polishes for the new toppers. I think mostly she's gonna be adding more like shapes and stuff anyways. And then I guess I'll put the how much room do I have here? Do I have room for 4? Probably not. That's okay. We'll do 3. And then actually, we're gonna have extra Is that what I wanted? Did I want extra? No, I just need one row of. Okay, what I'm gonna need to do is I need one whole extra shelf, so we're gonna keep moving over. I lied. Because I need like one more row for cremes and one more full row for toppers, I think. How can she make more toppers? I think they're gonna be like the weird special shapes. Oh, speaking of weird special shapes. Where's the polka dot one? Did I put it somewhere? I did. I just threw it on Cammie's chair. That goes over there too. Okay. We're gonna go back over here. I'm not gonna move the camera though. Oh golly. Let's just see what we can do. I'm already ruining this. Okay. We're gonna move the new collection all the way to the end. I hope you guys love watching me Sophia 2.0 but with back glitter. I would love to have, if we're gonna have back glitter, I want it to be like, the one thing that I love about her, like these specialty toppers, is that she's been having like them cut specific confetti, not just like off the shelf. Like that's what she did for the poker one at least. And I'm hoping these are toppers. Yeah. We'll just put it here for now. I'm hoping that she kind of continues that trend. Because like I would love for her to make tiny, tiny, tiny back glitters that don't actually stick up on your nail. Because like I think that's one take that she really has. Mini bats, yeah. That I really agree with is that like I get so personally annoyed when glitter like sticks up off of my What am I doing here? Cremes need one more shelf, which means that then toppers would start here. Okay, let's go again. And if I can have my toppers, oh, this is everything topper, or that's everything shimmer, or my house-made everything shimmer. So then putting these in the same order. Oh, these are backwards. And so are these. They're all out of order. Okay. And then we'll put flakies. This is reflective. This is reflective. You guys can hide down here for now. Thank you, Shelly. Thanks for coming and hanging. I'm going to try to cover the lav mic when that happens, when I sneeze. Okay. I don't know what that topper is. What are you? Winning streak. I'm really gonna need, yeah, I guess I'm really gonna need another shelf for toppers, unless I can kind of like sneak them all in here. Oh. Oh, yeah, that's a flake, so it can go there. Maybe I can put just the glow in the darks like hidden in the corner a little bit. Because if we're gonna be honest, I don't really grab the glow in the darks, and I keep them in the box with a little tape over the hole. Oh, I messed that up. That's okay. Cracked. Okay. If she releases more toppers, we're kind of screwed, but I don't think I want to add, it will just like look so empty. Okay. I'm gonna move the last, this bottom shelf of, do any of these cremes go on this bottom shelf? Yeah. Peer pressure probably goes here. And then, no, the periwinkle one will go up, further up. The green one, these muted cremes really throw me off because I think that this should go here next to Seafoam Home. And then, yeah. Yellow toned. We go from yellow tone to green to blue tone greens. I'm sure this is fascinating. Oh. No, I can't. Am I missing a shimmer? Maybe I'm not. Why is the orange in the middle? Anyways. We're kind of tucking these cremes behind toppers, but I think that that's okay. Or I'm deciding that it's okay. Can I add one more? Yeah, I think I can. Okay. So along the lines of like how we do rainbows, we do, I do my rainbows, I start with blue, which some people may be like, that's bananas, but it works for me at least. Pink is over there. I don't know if creamsicle coat goes in front of or behind butterscotch hot. Maybe in front of. And then browns go in between orange, like light yellow and orange. Okay. This is more pink than Saving Sherbet, I think, is Roy G. Biv. My shelf, my rules. Yeah. It like just makes sense to me. I think that Serving Sherbet is more pink than, yeah, I think it's more pink than orange. It also, like, you do Vib G Your. You like your purple first. So violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. I like that too. I think if I do red first, and maybe this is just a me problem, but I always feel like red looks really goofy when it goes first. And blue is just pretty. So blue never looks out of place. Okay, let's put our pinks in here. Pink there. And then we'll leave the top shelf here for space. I don't think I could have a system that separated my reds and purples. I have way too many polishes right in the space between. Not quarreling with actual rainbows. Yeah, like I also really like having my purples next to my reds because it leaves space for pink and berries. Otherwise, pink just has to come at the end, and I don't like it. I mean, I understand that somebody has to be at the end, so like the end of my stuff looks it's teal, white, gray, black, but okay. Excellent. Now, where do these guys go? I think this goes here, and then this is gonna go further up. I spent hours trying to decide whether my shades are pink or purple. That's why I just put them all together. They all go, if they all go together, then none of them are wrong. And then in my gosh, I'm kind of glad we're leaving the top shelf here for creme expansion because I don't really love reaching up to the top. And I get to see my purples up front. Which is the problem with this way of doing things. Okay. Does this go? Blues are also really hard to put. I've basically given up on organizing by color now, just trying to keep brands together is a task. That's why everything goes by brand here. I also have like a really hard time, so I kind of like mentioned it here, but like yellow toned greens versus blue toned greens, and like how do you like make that into a rainbow? And I find it particularly difficult with blue. So like green is easy enough for me because I can do yellow into yellow tone greens, into bright greens, into blue tone greens, and then into teal. And that is like really nice. But for blue, I end up going dark blue, just all dark blues, including like gray blues, and then like cyans, or like true blues, and then cyans, and then like saturation just like demolishes me in blues. Hold on one second. Greens and teals are the ones that test you. Well, here, I'll come organize your greens and teals, and you can come organize my blues. How does that sound? I can't decipher that. Okay. Okay. This is actually working out. all that panic, and I think we're gonna be okay. We'll see how much space I have. Actually, it might work out. It might. The Holo Taco room to grow is like the hardest part for me. I can never just decide how much is enough or not enough. Ow. I'd have gotten myself a splinter. That's okay. Oops. Excellent. Actually, I think this is going to work out. I think we're going to end up with like 3 shelves of room to grow, which feels like a lot. Cammy dog, do you want to say hi? It's like the worst thing that I could do is pick her up. She's very gentle about it, but she will tell you that she does not like it. Okay, I need to get a spacer. Oh, it just went straight through the back. Come back. Okay, so I gotta put it like standing up. Okay. Yeah, she's displeased. She's been really annoyed because I've moved her chair like 75 times because of the shelves in the past, like, last 24 hours. I'm gonna try to get better at that, but no promises. Okay, this is great. Okay, so actually, normally, like when I get to this point, I pull out, for the last 2 shelves, I pull them out to like the middle of the end so that I can add like one more collection, like the next collection that's coming out. But then the shelves look full instead of just empty. So we're gonna put them back. Over. It ends up being like annoying because I have to, you know, move everything around, but it could honestly be a lot worse. And this way I get to see collections that wouldn't normally be in the front for a little bit. Move all of these down. Like, I think as a result of this, the Pixel Perfect collection will be able to be out in the front, and that's exciting. Oops. But we're almost done with Holo Taco, so that's great. Where do we want to move next? So, like, I really want to get Lurid done. Lurid, I'm trying to decide where it goes on the shelf. Like, do I put it right here next to Holo Taco where Bee's Knees is at the moment? I'm just not grabbing for, I love my Bee's Knees, but I'm not grabbing for them recently. And so I'm like a little bit struggling there with keeping those out. Okay, perfect. So here, let me move my camera back, and then, oops. Okay, there's Holo Taco. Vanna White it. Like this. Rosaline put BKL in timeout. I could put BKL in timeout. What I really want to do with my Bee's Knees is what I want to do with Bee's Knees, let me finish my thought. I want to death match them all. I think I have a lot of repetitive colors, and so I don't necessarily need it. Do I like all square bottles together? So I don't care about like the square bottles. It's funny because I really care a lot about shape, right? But I don't mind so much the shape of the bottle as much as I care about the bottle cap. So I don't really want it to go like black bottle cap, like black bottle caps, white bottle caps, black bottle caps, white bottle caps. I want it. I mean, I love Jen so much, but like ideally I wouldn't have any white bottle caps. I just don't like them. But I'm not going to change them all out. So, but I do think it looks kind of odd to have. So I guess this is how Jen and Berries has its own storage container. Yeah. I could just put it Jen and Berries right here and get it over with, or I could put it all the way at the end. Because I think the other polishes that I'm gonna take off a lot of my other colored caps. Like Pinnacle's gonna come off, Cirque's gonna come off, Mooncat, which is silver, is gonna come off. So Jen and Berries will really be the only white one. So I could just put it all the way at the end. I think that's what I'm gonna do. And we're gonna take Bee's Knees, we're gonna put Bee's Knees in timeout. And we're gonna do just a huge wall of Lurid. I don't think we're even gonna have to move Lurid over. I think we're just gonna fill it back up. Okay. My Bee's Knees box is currently Bee's Knees and Royal Elite. So let me we'll move our camera to where we're gonna work. Okay. I'm gonna put the Royal Lee and Wildflower, because Wildflower goes there too, and I do have one square bottle of Wildflower, but we'll talk about it when we get there. I'm gonna move, yeah, I'm not in camera anymore, but I'm gonna move some of my Royal Lilies out of this box really quickly so that I can at least attempt to keep some semblance of an order. I do have an empty box that I can use too. And Royla / Wildflower is going to drive me mad because all of the caps are different based on like when she was making nail polish. I mean, I'm so glad that Taylor is making nail polish. I'm not complaining about that. But okay, I'll grab my empty box. Also, if I was gonna complain about it, like, I wouldn't have these Libbies. My hand's like right on Libby's face. I should just do it like this. Do you have any brands that you only have like one or two of the polishes? I do. Me when someone says they're the same polish, they're not. They're not the same polish. I do have a few brands. Sorry. I do have a few brands where I have some only like one or two of the polish, and I have weeded most of them out, I will say. Not necessarily because, like, I don't know, I decided to hate something about them or whatever. I just forget that they exist. So, in an attempt to not try to forget that they exist, I have weeded out most of those. So, there are a few that I only have one polish from, but I will typically only, like, if a dupe comes out of it, I will most likely end up destashing the one I only have like one of the brand for. And it's nothing against that brand, but I'm at capacity with like brands that I follow. You have to be picky somehow, and I'm pretty brand loyal. I have the whole Holo collection, and I'm like, I like brands. I do. I like a lot of brands, but I also really love collections and uniformity and those types of things. Like in here in Bee's Knees, so these are kind of like, these were in some sort of order at some point. Also by Formula, I tried that. But like I'm gonna have like a hard time breaking up some of these like like full collections, and I need to not have that for like specific things. But like there's no reason that I need to keep like the full All Our Rage collection, even though I have it. Like if there's a different polish that I will grab for more. Oh, my new magnet just hooked itself to my phone stand. Like I need to keep the one that I'll reach for, not the one that I don't know where it is. I've also like fallen in and out of love with bee's knees multiple times. Not to any fault of their own, just like my own personal preferences. Like sometimes they put out a ton of stuff that I like, and sometimes they just don't. Do you all see that? I caught that. But honestly, like my bee's knees polishes are ones that I tend to forget about. I think it's just because of like the quantity. Also, like I need to cut down how many smooth magnetics I have because it's way too much. Because the amount of bee's knees that were technically like in all of my other drawers and stuff waiting to be swatched was like a lot. So I did pull all of them out because I wasn't sure if I was going to take bee's knees down or not, but you just put your bog siblings and cousins in color order. They're the only brand I have enough of the same formula to put in color order and have it make sense. Yeah, like gorgeous. And like here I have like a neon proto set. You can't really see it, but it's back there. And then these I have all of the lemon siblings. But I don't know. I just realistically don't really. I don't grab for nail polish that way. And for some reason now, magnetic. I equate bee's knees with magnetics, and I have to be in a very specific mood for magnetics. I like put myself on a magnetic band for a really, really long time. But now I'm just straight up clowning. But I'm getting better at magnetics, I think. I say that and then I try to do something and I'm like, I don't know how to use the magnet at all. I'm a little bit worried to see like how many drawers of bee's knees I actually have if I put them in drawers. I always want to do mags, but almost never have the time. Do them while we're hanging out in here. But then you can't type, which makes it hard too. Or you can do what I do, which is always type with wet nails, just constantly. Okay, so for lurid, I have almost every single polish. You're at work. Oops. You're at work. That makes sense to you. You can't really. If you have to go in somewhere for work, you can't really paint your nails there. For lurid, I think what we're gonna end up doing is I could put them in collection order because I have I'm like only missing like 5 nail polishes at this point from lurid, but I think we're gonna do color order. But what we might do first is we might just try to get them all up on the wall and see how much space they take up. That way we can like figure out how much space we need and then go from there. You did just get your micro bead pro in the mail though, so that's excited to do some tiny beads. That's exciting. I haven't tried to do. Am I trying to hunt the last 5 down? Yeah, I am. But they're like really old at this point. So I think I'll get them at some point, but oh, some bee's knees hiding up there. Okay, we're gonna just start by pushing them all down here. And unfortunately, lurid's gonna be one, not unfortunately, we're gonna 2. I don't think I have any more spacers, but I really need one right here. That might work. We're gonna do it. Yeah. I missed Be Brave and Barbie heads by about 10 minutes last weekend. Oh, that sucks. Barbie heads, I think is. Yeah, I'm missing Barbie heads too. That sucks so much. Sin is also working on the full collection. So we're in this together. All right, Ethereal is not coming to this party. This is a lurid party only. And these are not in any sort of color order. We'll fix that, but I just want to get them all up. We can see them, we can give them space. So fun fact, so these are all like in the, all of the screws are in the studs, and there's the longest space in between the stud that's over here and the stud that's right here, because there technically is a stud, but it's full of electronics, so we can't screw into it. Twitch just made me watch an ad about Domino's lava cakes before I could see stream, and damn, they make that look like something I should eat. I've not had Domino's lava cakes recently. But I have had their handmade tossed pizza, and it's so good. It's so good. I need my puffball to come in. The label has been created. Amazing. Puffball was the one that I got at PBE, and I guess I'm not, I can't decide if I'm surprised or not that like it seems to be the one that everybody wants. I guess maybe I shouldn't be surprised, but like it's gorgeous. But I don't know. I also just did a death match of like all of my white. So maybe that clouded my judgment a little bit. Okay. That's not all of them. That's the ones that I've got. I just don't have one like it, and puffballs are nostalgic for you. Yeah. I mean, totally makes sense. All right. I have like 2 big boxes of Lurid to maybe the shock of no one. I'm just going to start grabbing polishes. I think I'm going to bring the box closer. And then the other box is on the table over there, so I'm going to have to grab it. The penicillin one is the one that's the most me color, though, so I can't wait for that one. I have it. I'm really excited for it. I haven't put it on yet. All right, we're just going to start at the bottom, and well, we'll start by filling out to make everything even. How many polishes is this? 1, 2, 6, 13, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so 13. Perfect. That means we're just about right for spacing. Okay, so this one sticks out just a little bit further, but that's okay. And we're not gonna put any on the bottom shelf for now. We'll probably end up doing what we did with like the Holo Taco and just leaving like the back shelf empty. It's funny, I'm leaving all of the back shelves empty for the brands that actually have a back shelf right now, and then down on the farther side of the wall we don't have a back shelf because we ran out of wood, and I'm gonna like need that back shelf. So okay. We're also going to see if I accidentally have any duplicates, which will be fun. The last time I did this, I definitely did. But I did do an audit like fairly recently. Okay, that was the overflow of that box. Now we're on to like the actual box. It is going to be excellent to be able to see my full collection. I'm really like in that space where half of my lurid collection, you can use my words. Half of my lurid collection was in boxes, and then the other half of it was out. So I'm like, I don't know where anything is, but how are we? Okay, I'm like, how in frame are we still? But very. I'm going to have a hard time figuring out what colors everything is, I think. I hope this is entertaining at least to some extent, or you're able to like body double. Getting really wild on a Friday night, you know? It's satisfying watching it come together. Good. I think so too. Like, the like in progress part always feels a little bit, I don't know, chaotic. But then once you have it all up, it feels so nice. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're gonna have. Ooh, look at this. You're doing great. For HT, we left room for growth in sections, and for these, we're just packing them in and leaving the bottom shelf. Okay, so for HT, for Shelly, we left some space at the bottom, and like pulled the polishes to the front, so they would all be on the front shelf, and left the back shelves open. For lurid right now, we're just getting everything up on the shelves, so I just want to see like how much there is, how much space we need, and I'm leaving the bottom shelf right now for growth just to see how far over we get without that using that shelf, and And then we'll probably pull the bottom 2 shelves like down so that they're in the front too. So that's kind of where I am, because I know I'm gonna need to leave some space for Karen to put out more polishes. But I just don't know how much space it's gonna take up. We took Bee's knees down. Go feed the whiny baby. I love organizing and seeing how other people do it. I'm glad. I also love watching people organize and seeing how they do it. Because then I'm also like, I could do it that way. And then, or I'm like, if I like something, I'm like, what if I did it the same way they do it? And then here I am, creating a new problem for myself. Okay, I need to get a cuticle pusher, and I'm gonna take a sip of water. Bee's knees relegated to Helmer. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I can't find my metal cuticle pusher, but I can find an orange. So at one point I put like these spacers to like deal with the screws, but I just don't like them. So we're taking them away. My BKL, Lurid, and Jen berries are all in plastic bins. My Holotaco, Island P, Essie, Cirque, Mooncat, Haunted, and Emily Damali are on the rotating shelves. I like that. Are the rotating shelves just like, are those the ones that you're like death matching? Oh no, I found another. Or in and the bins are more permanent, or like, do you have like a method to the madness, or just whatever you feel like? Because I feel like that's the question I get asked the most. Like, how do you decide who gets to sit out and who gets to go in? And I'm just like, it's whatever I'm grabbing for the most when I do the shelves. Great, there's none up there. I lost one, but that is okay. Oh, I have another one. That's one box though. One box empty. So now I just gotta get the other Lurid box. The rotating shelves have those brands because I'm pulling them a lot for comparisons and because they fit better. Yeah. Yeah. I get the pulling for comparisons. That's why like Cirque has been up for such a long time. Mooncat less so, but okay, I need to grab I know you all can't see it, but there's a Lurid Bisley drawer over here. I have Linby, All Drugstore, Zoya, Forbidden Brand, and Lachette, and Ruby Wing because I'm unlikely to destash any of those in the Bisley. Where in the Bisley is where the undestashables live. That makes sense. Yeah, like in theory, everything that's in my Bisleys and Helmer's would be undestashables, but that's not really what they are at the moment. They're really just like a huge mishmash. Okay, so there's a stud right here, and so I'm like trying to figure out how far is in frame, but I don't think it's until, yeah, so I can take like, let me just move it over a little bit so that, oh, no, that's correct, right? Yeah, it's gonna be uneven looking, but we're literally at the edge of the table. But I might have to move it onto the bed at some point. One Bisley drawer is entirely, I've tried these and I'm adding them to the permanent collection, so they need to go where they're supposed to. Yeah, like that's what a lot of these boxes are, is they've been swatched and now they need to go where they need to go. Okay, depending on how much further we get over here, we'll have to count. I don't know how many lurids across this is at this point, but we might need to like kind of slow our roll a little bit. Oh, actually, this spacer isn't doing anything at the moment, so let's stick it right here. There's some screws and stuff also right here because this is where the wood switches over. So, I move my phone again. I want a Bisley. Currently, everything is in a little drawer, like insert bins floating around the room. Yeah, that's the way mine was for the longest time, and then I graduated. I should have admitted I needed a third Bisley during the summer sale. Yeah. Let me come over and organize them. Same but second biz. I'm hoping they do a Black Friday sale. Yeah, I think they will. No more space for shelves trouble. I like am the worst, and I've like absolutely maxed out every little bit of space that I have. Like everything has a shelf. But I changed my computer desk the other day, and I was like, ooh, my old desk took up so much space. Now I can put more Bisleys out here, and I was like, you're crazy. Just stop, Elizabeth. Nail polish room is a spot in my living room that is also my office. My gaming desk is in the living room, and his work and gaming desk, which is the same thing for him, is in the living room. I got this room. He was like, you need a place to put your shit. So, kindly. Planning on getting a new spinny shelf. The spinny shelves are really nice. I was actually looking at those before this because now that I have this table back here, but I'm gonna try to hold off. Oh my god, look at all these blues, how they just, I don't know if you can tell, but these are, let's see, what are these polish names? Oh, there's a thing over there. These are You Are the Only Safe Harbor, Blue Wild Indigo, and My Favorite French Hornist, all just like next to each other. They look, I'm like, oh no, those all look the same. With the utmost love, move your shit. Yeah. Whenever he sees me like get more, he's just like, he's just like, I was like, what do you think of my new table? And he was like, I don't care about your table. Kindly. He was like, you can do whatever you want in this room. I was like, okay. I was making dinner, but wow, this looks so satisfying. We were just looking at blues. I'll pull the Mac out for you, Blue Frog. We are looking at my favorite French hornist. Like, can I get closer? My favorite French hornist. Which is and everything on the safe harbor. They all just like happened to be right next to each other when I'm taking these out. So that's wild. How many across is this? Because I'm beginning to feel, I don't know. We'll just keep going for a little bit. You deathmatched your blue today. Did anybody controversial end up losing? Anyone who you're all like, there's no way. Okay, it's also getting weird over here because of the screws. So I kind of think that I might stop like right here at the screws. Yeah, you sensed it. Of course you did. Okay, because like if I stop at the screws, approximately there are 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, which realistically, like how many? I'm just gonna keep putting them up. You might yeet a lurid. Honestly, I have had a few lurids that would have lost their deathmatch if it wasn't for the full collection of it all. I don't know what that says about me. I await your arrival. It's really sheer, isn't it? I think I have had it pulled out. Y'all. It's not very good on me, but I'm trying to keep that whole collection, but maybe I don't need to keep collections. I feel you. I'm like over here talking about like, these just take up so much space. I'm like, there are some collections that I'm thinking I'm gonna start breaking up. The Blood Dusk playtest. Are they trying again? The server's broke, right? You've got 15. I got like 12. But I'm doing light blues, which is my worst. Okay. How many more do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6. Or no, 12, 24, 36. 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. I have 41 more. So if I have 41 more, 41 divided by 10 is 4, so I could go 4 more over-ish. And then across, that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20, 26. So if I put it down here, I really will only have like 4 room for 4 left over. Maybe I just do 1 more over, 1 more polish. We're taking the gin and berries down, but don't worry, it'll go back up. I just need to make room. If I do 1 more over, let's see what that ends up looking like. What I really need to do is cull some of these prototypes, but some of the prototypes are my favorites. Oh, I think I can fit another one here. Yeah. Like, I love this full collection, but part of me is also like, I don't know, why have I started like getting a whole other brand full collection? If I go back, okay, yeah, so it's like barely in frame. You're really close to having them all, so why not? Yeah. I fear like one day this will just be a holo taco. And it's not releasing on a bee's knees schedule. It's true. Like every other month it's slower. What I need, what am I missing? I'm missing frost on the bows for sure. It's like technically on my other computer, but I think I have an old one on my phone. Here we go. Automotive salad toss, autumnal beauty, Margaret's threadbare hoodie, swapping Barbie heads and bodies, your absence at the table, and frost on the bows. So I think it's literally 6. She releases 25 at a time, right? I'm like, I can't remember if it's your absence at the, maybe it's your absence at the table. I'll have to look. I think Ruth got salad toss. I believe that's like the only salad toss that like, I don't know how she found it. Watch your absence at the table actually like be up here. That would be hilarious. Let me know. It might lose a death match now that I'm breaking up the collection, but it was your first one? Oh, I love that. Now I don't want you to break them up. I'm sure she'll re-release that collection sometime. I hope so. But yeah, part of me is like, do I just get the full collection to have it and then find my favorites? Because otherwise, this wall at some point will just become Holo Taco, and I have 2 more that aren't gonna fit, but I think that's fine. We'll just put them on the back shelf here, and then we'll just keep one shelf for expansion. Because this is chonky. This is like double of what I had up for Lurid before. Let me move this back just a little bit. Okay. She's restocked a few of them here and there. Yeah, when she restocked Frost on the Bows, and I wasn't collecting the full collection at that time. So, forever kicking myself. Okay, dark blues. What are you? Oh, oil on canvas is green. Maybe I just start with blues instead of like dark blues and just get blues over here. Yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna just start grabbing blues and blue things that look blue in the bottle. They're so huge. Yeah, these bottles are so big. I love them. That's gonna be close enough. That's green. That's purple. Teal, teal, blue, blue. Lover is green, right? Oh, I love everybody sharing their first Lurids. My first one was it's not one that people really think of that much. And that's why I can't remember the name of it. Is it you? It's a light pink. I just picked that one up. We'll find it. Maybe it's you? Yeah, sanctuary. Sanctuary of our love. Alright. Move everything that's not a blue down. Y'all, it gets warm in this room. It gets warm when I'm just in here painting, and I normally have an air filter going. That's blue. Oh, that's blue too. But the air filter is off right now. Nail Geeks is blue. The first one that I bought, though, or like the one that I like count, was my PBE shade, A Bark After Dark. My gift with purchase. The last time I heard you laugh. Does Sea Witches go in? Sea Witches goes in teals, right? Paradise is blue. Malday Debarkment is blue. Lover, I picked up again. This ensconced by do I need to put for lurid? This is gonna be wild. For lurid, do I need to put blue at the end and start with purple? Because of the amount of like blue greens. Or is that just really making this hard on myself? That works well for you, but that's how you organize anyway. Let's just start with blues because that's how I do organize. French Hornist is blue. Blue Wild Indigo is blue. But Common Violet is purple, right? I mean, it'll go at the end of. Await goes further down here. Nail Geeks. Okay. Long Dark Night is also like purple. Oh, so is Beloved, but that's okay. We'll Penicillin, I think is green, or like blue green. Feasting is blue. This is also like all just vibes based. Floral Frenzy is green. You all didn't think that you're gonna come to this and just have me ask you what colors things were, did you? grabbing purples now. Whittleable is teal. Other spooky bitch is indigo. Oh, darkened trail goes in the blues, I think. I think it goes like all the way down here, which is going to be annoying. Nail polish has made it clear to me that I actually don't understand color at all. Organizing is so tricky with some of them, truly. I'm just like, I don't know, the vibes are purple. Okay, I do think, yeah. Those aren't in the right order, but geriatric is definitely purple. It goes like up here. Pink in a minute. But we're doing purple. Remember that I put all of the pinks like right here. Alright, let's grab some purples. That's a proto. Blood bag is red. Cuddle emergency I think is gonna be pink. I don't know what color Barbed Beauty is. Purple. Inescapable Doom. Purple? Molecule is like red-ish. We're gonna put it with the reds. I know that's gonna be controversial. Cloak is purple. This prototype is definitely purple. I await you, friend, I think is brown. And enveloping darkness, I think, is also purple. Why not both? I think it's gonna be pink. But it'll go in like that pinky purpley. Purples. I'm like really categorizing everything as a purple right now. To be fair, Karen makes a lot of purple. Like a lot of purple. Which is maybe why I like love this brand so much. I love purple. Are you purple? Oaks and Maples I don't think is purple. Okay. Creeping Horror is pink, I think. The Brutal Beauty of Deep Winter is super sheer. Looks purple, so. Purple Fair also not purple, I don't think. Unyielding though it's like warm purple. And then this is purple. This is purple. Unrelenting is blue. Good night, Trouble. Doom is red. Perfect. Thanks for coming. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. My mind returns over seeking is purple. When I'm with you, it's purple. Okay, let's... no, we won't start organizing the purples that we have up here. Hedonists. Nodding Onion. Weight of Words. Prairie Blazing Star is purple. Can I Bitch is pink. Sunset Over the Suburbs is purple. I'm just pushing all of these down and then moving them down one by one just so that. Okay, I think that's. Tibbers is purple. Formidable Opponent is like purple and blue. Oh, did I say empty seat earlier? Absence at the table. This is Sorrow of Your Empty Seat. Right. Empty seat, I think, is like tan, though. What are you? Force and Pressure is purple. We Will Die as We Have Lived. Is Together and Together Inseparable is purple. So is Fuck Tyranny. Like, Karen, everything is purple. X19 I think is blue, but we're gonna pull anything that we see as blue too. Because it definitely doesn't belong anywhere else. I think we might call it after I do Lurid. And I will probably have to do the rest on my own. Maybe I can stream some tomorrow. And keep working on it. But I'm getting hungry, which I guess like always happens. Steadfast is purple? Yeah, Steadfast is purple. The purple over there is getting wild. Apocalypse, though, I think is red. Whispered Lore might be purple. Really Fucking Love Pink is pink, though. Resolute, I think, is also pink, but I'm gonna put it with Really Fucking Love Pink. Without Papers is also more purple than I expected it to be. These are all pink. They're dark pinks, but they're pink. There's another one. Vixen. It's kind of wild to like pull them all down like this. I didn't really expect this is how I would be doing this, but I don't really see a better way. Boyfriend is blue. My favorite spooky bitch's favorite spooky bitch is also purple. Little Light is pink. Light breaks. We're gonna start moving these down. Board is gonna go up there somewhere. Oh, interstice. Molecule. Foreboding is teal. Prototype is purple. Cold Endless Dark of Winter. I'm gonna go with like gray. Okay. Anybody else over here? Why not both? I think is pink still. Barbed Beauty is probably purple. Don't think Death Threatens is brown. Okay. we at least have all of the purples. We're going like light indigos to indigos first. So let's pull the not indigos down. Who are you? Molecule. Where am I going to look for boyfriend? Here, maybe? Here? Oh, and interstice. Where did I put interstice? Here. And interstice can go here. It doesn't quite fit right there, but it's fine. All right, indigos. Okay, maybe that's it for indigos. And then we're gonna go with like brutal beauty-ish color. This is gonna kind of be all over the place, but I think it'll work. I think this goes further over though. We're going like cool tone. I guess this is like a, but this is like a warm tone blue. Let's move you down. And I think you might just be purple. Warm tone blue. There we go. I don't know what order to put these in. These are not the same, right? No. I think maybe this goes at the end here. And maybe that's our transition to warm. These are cool. This might be a good transition because that's a shimmer. This feels cool. Looks like it goes here. Okay. And then let's just kind of go. can go here. I don't think that goes in between. Call emergency, I think, is like our transition to pink. Orange Beauty is being changed from a purple to a gray, officially. And then I think we go true purple. What do we got here? I think I can go there. Maybe this goes here. This looks way too red. Inescapable Doom is red. Alright, we're kind of going on bottle vibes. Geriatric. Oh, yield more than one molecule. It like red. It looks red. Oh, I have like a ton of purples over here that I didn't move up. Y'all. This is where color starts getting really like weird and wild and okay, maybe molecule goes here. And then this goes further down and warm. Together and separable, I think, goes here. This Dauntless, I think, is pink. Who is this? Oh, when I'm with you. When I'm with you can go here and be like, I don't know. I'm making it up at this point. Maybe this goes like all the way over here. Maybe here. Dauntless is a clear base, so I can put it where I want it. Sweet. I think it's going in pinks. I love it when I can do whatever I want. Whispered lore. I don't know. I don't really know if you go there, but okay. I gotta make room for these purple ones. All right, pink. I'm just starting my pink shelf over here. We can organize them down here. This makes me want to go organize my words, but I have everything in 6 different boxes for the battles. Yeah, I had to take, I took apart my battles so that I could get everything up here. Which, like, I don't know if that was the right decision, but I also am in desperate need of just like some, I think, like visual cue of like where I am collection wise. What the heck color is this? Exoskeletons? That's brown. What color is through a tangle of barren branches the sun rises? Is it red? The important thing is being able to find what you want when you want it. It's true. I hope we can get there. I think we will. Like, visually, we'll get there. It can just feel daunting. Bags and sacks. Woo is red. Oh, that's just green. I just went into like auto mode. Are any of you pink? Tall grass enveloping, I think, technically lands in gray is where. Brown. Okay, I just want to move these down so that I can use this shelf for more pink organization. Because as we know, there's a lot of pinks. Are any of the rest of you pink? No. Barbed Beauty. I don't know where that goes. I don't know what color Pinot Noir is. It's gonna go in the weird reds section, I think. Like purpley reds. I feel like I missed like an entire section of purples here. But they're all like, I think, prickling. I don't know. How do I have this much pink? I mean, I know how. cool 3 rows of pink. Where are we putting brown? Brown goes in between orange and yellow. To me, brown is just dark orange. Yeah, that's where I am as well. Okay, so we need our cool. Okay, perfect. I think those can go there, and then we start warming back up. This is cool. It goes back here. Where do you go? Also back here. These two go here. My wild garlic has the wildest face. Like, it's all wonky. Are the animals looking familiar? Technically, they're not supposed to repeat for 24 hours. But if you go through all of them, they might. Sparkling Indecision is not pink. It doesn't fit in here. I think Dog and Wyvern goes further over there though. This. Maybe. These are actually kind of working out over here. Yep, Barbed Beauty is also not. What are these guys? Liverwurst for the lady. Oh, obviously. These are obviously pinks. We did not. Wait, these are whites. Yeah, those are whites. Where do you go? You live in here somewhere? Maybe here? Now I think we got into like hot pinks. We want to like end up with like Polished Mage to go into reds is like That's where we want to go. So I'll put polished mage here just so that we know. We like work backwards from here too. Okay, I think this is actually like mostly working out. Sunset goes here. Okay, and then I don't think this actually goes here. I think more likely it goes here, and then sunset starts our next row. Where do you go? Cool pinks? It doesn't really fit. Maybe it fits up there. Y'all, the purples and pinkses are wild. Wonky garlic, confused puppy head, but for nail polish, right? It's like, it's just a little goofy. Okay. Put coral ears down here. We're gonna come back to this. Wow. This is amazing for Campbelling too. I'm sorry, I have pre-rolls on. I'm gonna come back tomorrow to this and I'm gonna be like, what the hell was I thinking? Those colors don't go in that order. I don't know. Okay. I think we're maybe getting somewhere. Prairie smoke might go over here. What are these guys? Unsettling susurrations. I don't think actually. I don't know where susurrations belongs. And beneath the summer sun also belongs up there somewhere. I think it belongs here. Maybe. Okay. This is orangier, so how does that feel? Yeah. This might go up here though. Pink. Susurrations does have a pink base. Maybe it goes up here. Okay. We're moving these down so we can move those back up. This is technically the second row. Corally. It might go here. We'll figure it out later. Also corally. Beautiful. These can all get pushed down now. Oh, actually, we can fit one more polish in here. What the actually is. Okay, now everybody goes back. You will go down. The rest of the pinks come up. Okay, that's pinks. Go try for Dusk Bloods. Have fun, Shelly. I probably missed that. The audio might be different, Alma, because I'm using a lav mic. Okay, so corals technically do go in like this area because they fit in better here than they do with the oranges. But like, those are just orange. And then seashell, that's, do I have any other like corals? No, I don't think so. Okay, reds. Red fox, I think, is like a red orange. We'll put devil rock next to polished mage because it's like the pinkiest red. Monarch, I think, goes as orange. Shani is like red. We'll reorganize these in a minute. I missed apocalypse. Actually, there's like a lot of, like, I guess, no, that's brown. These are like burgundies. But I did miss apocalypse, which goes. We're gonna cheat and put it there. Caved and got God's Touched. God's Touched is really good. For sure. Alright, I'm leaving browns up here too. Because we'll do browns and oranges, and we'll probably go from, like, based on the way this is like turning out, my bet is that we go orange, red, dark red to like browns, and then orange. Sometimes orange, sometimes brown goes between red and, based on like the vibes of the colors. Okay. Oh. We're here. That's where we left off. want to go into like true reds from pink reds, and then back down into orangey reds. Those need to be flipped. Okay, I'm liking this into orange. Have fun at dinner. Good night, Sin. After we finish this, I'm also going to call it for tonight. Okay, I'm changing my mind here. I think I'm gonna do browns. Like I said, browns after dark red. Except for coyote. once we get down here, it like kind of starts just making sense. Okay, but I like what we've got going on. Wisdom should go here. And this will go up here. Oranges. Straight up yellows. Oh, actually, this is one too many. So this goes in here. Okay. The oranges and yellows kind of did themselves. Thank you. Thank you, Blue Frog. It's looking really nice, right? All right. Yellow greens, greens, teals, and then we have like a ton of whites. So that's fine. We'll get to whites, but we're gonna start maybe it goes like that. did Borkzilla go? Maybe Borkzilla goes like here all the way, like most yellow. That feels a little bit better. Oh, that's not Borkzilla though. No, it can't go down there. Drought and Abundance goes in here. Maybe there. Maybe that goes down there. But this definitely belongs up here. Spooky Wookie. These two need to get flopped. And I think that stream starts in there. And then that moves back up. Alright, we're looking pretty good at the beginning down here. Insect insects could go up. Maybe. Okay. We are really just vibing it out here. I think oil will be our last. Oh no. Switchgrass goes up here too. Maybe. I think I did this backwards. That's okay though. I'll just get our tealy boys out and these are brown. And this goes up here. This is green. These are brown. Wait, what are these? Y'all, there's like 6 blues over here that... Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna finish out what's up here. And then we're gonna call it. Cause your girl's gotta eat. We're close. Okay. Can you all see the bottom of the shelf? Okay. This is where we're gonna end tonight. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 that didn't make it onto the shelf. Not for any particular reason. But we're gonna add them back in. Maybe tomorrow. I'll try to give everybody a heads up. If it is tomorrow, it's gonna have to. I may also. I mean, I guess I could do it and just stream it. There's nothing stopping me. But we may just do like a few sessions. We'll see. I appreciate you all for coming and watching and hanging out for the past 4 hours. We got through Holo Taco and almost all of Lurid. This is pretty big. It's really good. It's really nice. The rainbow looks really good for Lurid. I'm really happy with it. There are like definitely some things I'm gonna move around, but But for now, I'm feeling really good about it. So if I come back tomorrow, we will finish Lurid and we'll figure out the rest of this area down here. But we'll see. I may try to make some progress on my own, but we will see. All right, friends, I'm gonna hop off, but this was lovely. This was so much fun. Thank you for doing this for 4 hours with me. I'm gonna go eat, and I will talk to you all later. I know you can still hear me. I have to make it over here. Okay, bye.